Hello everybody, my name is That Joke Guy and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. So as I was starting to mention in the last one, we're going to go speak with Josephine. I've been holding back on her because I have not yet made a final decision in regards to whether I want to romance her or not. She's very attractive, and unfortunately this has been influencing my decision that I heard that her romance is one of the weakest because it's just not rich in enough scenes. Plus, I have a lot of respect for her. She has absolutely turned my opinion around of politics within this game and its necessity, and she's kind and sweet and attractive, and she just purrs at people. It's really attractive, but I don't see it being long term. It's a bit like Isabella in that in Dragon Age 2 there were a lot of Isabella's mannerisms, etc., that I was very attracted to, and the way that she spoke to people and her manner was great, but when it came to long term, I was just kind of like, no, I'm good. And luckily she agreed. So, you know, we boned down and then we went our separate ways. And that, weirdly enough, got it out of my system. And like, I was not done with her at that point, but I was happy for that to transition to just friendship after that, before I went up to the person that I really cared about, which was Meryl. I feel like Josephine is similar. It'd be nice if the option came up to have a nice evening with her. Not necessarily sleeping together, but you know what I mean. A date, maybe. But I'm not sure I would want it to go any further than that. And I'm also not sure about, like... Do you know what? Hang on. I care about this enough that I'm going to look it up. So back in a moment. Hey guys. Thanks. I was not looking up, like, what happens, just for the record. I was looking up more mechanics. And it does appear that, my main concern was that if I was to keep flirting with Josephine, that it would lock out other romances. Because I'm pretty certain that I'm not going to go with Josephine as a long-term romance option, but I do want to keep flirting with her. And it appears that I'm able to do that, so let's just go. Eventually, I will have to make a choice. And it seems like the game will be clear about making that choice. Now, once again, I'm very much used to avoiding spoilers by now. This is not a spoiler in my book, just it being eventually down to one of those choices which come up, probably, which says, you know, where it flashes up and says, this will start a permanent romance with Josephine or whoever. It will be made clear and it won't lock me out of any others, which is nice. I appreciate that the game does that.
He spent his life in the circle. Perhaps a tailored coat from Valroyo?
Yes, please.
He can't wear armor all the time.
He will appreciate the gesture, Lady Ambassador.
That's a polite way of saying he wouldn't like it, isn't it? Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
No, what's our next move?
You said I'd have to do some favors in Valroyo if we want to make the Duparaquets lords.
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage from the White Spire, is missing. Bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the Duparaquets as lords.
Find a sponsor for the Duparaquets operation available. Is it really just a war table thing? Because I was hoping for a slightly longer term thing here, Josephine.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
I guess not. How do peasants become nobles?
How exactly does one turn farmers into members of the upper classes?
There are procedures for granting honored citizens of the Empire the title of Lord or Lady. Very long procedures. And so much paperwork. I've called in a substantial number of favors just to cut through half of it.
Right. Okay.
Why did the Duparaquets hate the Montiliers so much they set up a permanent assassination watch?
A Montilier and a Duparaquet fell in love. A young couple, pledged elsewhere, attempted to elope. The whole thing ended so violently, it's a wonder any survived. It's fortunate the Duparaquets' descendants hold no grudges.
Okay, how do you know that?
What if the Duparaquets refuse to aid you?
I've already contacted the Duparaquets, Inquisitor. They're ready to help us. It will be a long road, but a lordship is a chance to restore a proud lineage to their heirs. Besides, I've promised them a heavy bag of coin once this is over.
That'll do it.
Are you sure the House of Repose will forget this assassin contract on a farmer's signature?
It's perfectly legal. In Valroyo's noble circles, a written word is a bond. Besides, the guild would never risk being so unspeakably crass.
I believe her.
These assassins are afraid of being seen as impolite.
Breaking one's public oath or bond implies a certain poverty in Orlais.
Right.
A common merchant may lack the resources or manners to fulfill a debt, but among the guilds, it would be shameful.
He's part of the game then. Fair enough. Ciao.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
So yes, it's an operations war table. I won't be able to do it right now. Okay, well that's a bit anticlimactic. We enjoyed the musing about relationship stuff with Josephine. I apologize if my musing there was a bit meta, but it's where my head's at right now. I can't divorce myself entirely from the idea that I'm playing a game, because I am. You know, let's speak to some people. Could the fucking area, would it like to load in? Fucking thank you. Hey. No, yes, no. No.
Completed work.
Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
Okay. I don't think we've had this one before.
What are your thoughts on the Inquisition?
If there's anybody out there who hasn't joined the Inquisition, they're hiding under a rock. Did you want to take over for Eldon? I think we might be able to conquer it just by looking east.
Let's talk about everybody.
How do you think Josephine is handling the job of ambassador?
If this Inquisition thing doesn't work out, I may hire her to deal with the Merchants Guild. She'd own them before breakfast.
What do you think of our general?
Find him a war or something. If he spends any more time in the yard drilling, Josephine will have him killed.
Liliana?
What do you think of Liliana's work?
Do you want to know what the Arishok had for breakfast this morning? I think she can tell you.
Generic compliments. Thanks, Varric.
Good to know.
Back to work, then.
Let's do the rounds. This may or may not amount to anything. I don't know how Solus is doing at the moment. I expect he's up to maybe 18 or something.
The new power you wield. I heard from Cassandra that it is the magic of the Knight Enchanters.
Oh, yes.
If I am not mistaken, the techniques descend from those of ancient elven mages, called arcane warriors.
So I hear.
I wonder what they would think to see their magic used in defense of the Chantry.
Arcane Warriors?
I doubt they were called arcane warriors in Elven.
The formal name for the techniques you have learned was the Durthena and Nassaline, knowledge that led to victory. Mages who eschewed physical confrontation called it Gilanim Banalvan, the path that leads astray.
Really?
What can you tell me about the arcane warriors?
They were elite guardsmen, serving as bodyguards or champions for nobles, as I understand. Mages who focused on spirits or the Fade might sneer at their physicality, but never doubted their honor. They were the living embodiment of will made manifest. Mind shaping the body into the perfect weapon.
Interesting. I do. I feel this is the honest one, and I may... I hope this doesn't get disapproval.
I can't imagine ancient elves would be happy to see their techniques used by Chantry mages.
Perhaps they would surprise you. So much knowledge has been lost. Perhaps having something they created carried forward, even in such a different form, would gratify them. Did you need anything else?
Hey guys, sorry about that. I had a minor kind of game issue and I had to reload a little bit of save, so we've had to change the scene here. And during when I had the game issue, I just clicked this. And Solus made a really good point. Pleased that it lived on, and I think I'm actually on board with this now. I have no idea if this is going to make me lose approval or not, and it feels cheating, but I think I'd be more happy with this response. We'll see how it goes.
I hope the ancient elven warriors would be pleased to see their techniques survive.
I hope so as well. So much knowledge has been lost. Perhaps having something they created carried forward, even in such a different form, would gratify them. Did you need anything else?
Is that something?
We'll talk later.
It's not much. And yeah, I did cheese that a little bit. I was fortunate enough to have a kind of game-breaking issue. More of a recording issue. It's a long story, don't worry about it, but like I was fortunate enough to have that kind of after I'd selected that, and I was kind of like, I like this other response better. I feel guilty about doing that a little bit. It's a bit of a cheat, but hey-ho. I really want to get Solus's approval up with me so I can kind of enjoy the benefits of some of his weirder scenes, because I understand that he's kind of an interesting character. I want him to speak to me, goddammit, because I really don't want him to remain neutral for the whole thing. Even if he was to go aggressive, I feel like that would be better, but also I feel like that just wouldn't fit the character. You know what I mean? we're too alike in certain ways. Oh,
Far
hi.
be it for me to suggest a training adjustment.
Hey. You're just around then, I guess. It kind of makes sense you're here since Vivienne is one, but what's up?
It's a noble calling, the Knight Enchanter.
Yeah.
You have joined the ranks of the most select mages. You should be commended. So few have the discipline necessary.
You're one as well?
I didn't realize you were a Knight Enchanter, Vivienne.
Of course I am, darling. Knight Enchanters serve in the highest echelons of the Chantry and Circle.
Ah.
Where else would I be?
I prefer fighting up front.
I simply prefer to be on the front line.
It's always best to take charge, my dear.
Mm-hmm, indeed. Ciao. I said ciao. Wonder if these doors will open up once I do a bit more upgrading. Call that a maybe. Let's explore a couple places that we haven't been back to in a little while. What's through here again? It's the courtyard, is it not?
Another completed work of whatever they used to call it.
So we got the Alpha and the Blood Lotus in here, which is great. I'll just leave them in there for now.
Inquisitor,
Hey,
I shall embrace.
What is your evaluation of our supplies?
We are well supplied, and I foresee only better to come.
As you were.
Of course, Inquisitor.
you know, when I made this place like a Chantry courtyard, it sort of implied that it would be a place where I could get coin as well.
Elan's good. My best.
Cool, good.
Though you had granted them power over the very Fade itself, though they sang hymns of praise unending.
What was I detecting over here?
They destroyed
It was this.
nothing,
So why not here?
created nothing.
That's weird. There's something over here. What's this? 10 million. Oh, it's the war room, right? Lovely. And it says there's maybe something on the roof up there as well. Is there another arrow or something? There is. I got that though. I definitely got that. What? Why does it feel like I've turned over 2 pages at once in this game sometimes? Like, did I just mess up the recording? Hello, excuse me, can I get through, please? Yay. I got that too, but I guess I can just endlessly examine it, so that at least makes sense. But no collection tin in here. This was meant to bring me in more coin, but I don't really get why it's doing that. Or how it's doing that. Someone feel free to explain that to me, because I don't get it. It looks really nice, but I don't get what benefit I'm getting from it yet. There's Lizette down there. Yeah, okay, cool. I did get that. That's nice. Hello.
I serve, as has always been my calling.
I know you do.
Herald of Andraste.
At least you'll be happy.
Farewell, revered mother.
Farewell.
It probably goes towards something fictional, but I'm just not sure what.
For you are the fire at the
Whatever.
heart of the world.
And plant new seeds in there, but I'm pretty sure I can just wait for those other ones to grow. In aid of finding that out, I'm going to leave that blank for now. Also, because of the the recording issue that I had, it was over here, I noticed when having to redo this that Cullen is ready to report in. So let's go and do his war table stuff. I really do feel like I'm killing time in this episode, so relaxing on, we're speaking to some people, we're enjoying ourselves. Everything's fine. I still have time to do anything new today. It happens. Instead of giving a shorter episode, I'm going to just see what I can do. Plus, it's kind of interesting to see people weigh in about me being a Knight Commander. That's fun. Very nice. 105 gold. Lovely. So... there was this, yeah. A dangerous cell of rebel mages has been tracked down to a remote location in the Wending Wood. They are known enemies of the Inquisition and its allies. These men and women pose a significant danger to those travelling along the pilgrim's path between Denerim and Amaranthine. They are directly responsible for the death of 7 mages and a noblewoman's daughter. The Inquisition's Templars are prepared to defend against this threat. Just, Cullen, just Cullen, Mage Templar Merchant, any travelers. We must put a stop to it.
Inquisitor.
Go do it. I do wonder how different all this would be without the aid of my fellows. I think everybody else is still busy, right? Yes, they certainly are. Okay, back out. A spattering of small tasks today. Sarah was never quite the wealthiest girl. Who else can we speak to nearby? We've got Dorian above, and we did get some approval with him recently. Maybe they'll have something new to say. This isn't quite the above I was looking for. I'm gonna sneeze. I went the wrong way, but I did sneeze, so there is that. Very nice. Dokes. I don't even know who said that. Jeez. Fight, fight, fight. Hey.
What's on your mind?
Nothing, I guess.
I should go. As you wish.
I mean, you have a quest to do as well, so it kind of makes sense that these people are stum for now. That's certainly something. And Liliana. But I imagine you're probably good.
You've joined a fellowship with a distinguished history.
Yeah?
Knight enchanters have long served the divine.
I never knew that. Knight enchanters have long served the divine. No, we are missing one of those.
Alas, we're lacking one at the moment.
Indeed.
Sorry.
It's all right. I was thinking it even as you said it. No matter, you have chosen well, and are in good company. I had friends who were knight enchanters, who served at Justinia's side, who died with her. It's good to see new mages keeping this flame alive.
That's cool. That's cool.
Anything I should know?
Having the Templars join the Inquisition has done wonders for our reputation.
I know.
The people trust the Templars, and now they
I know, darling. I know. Let's go see, here we are here on this side. Let's go see Cullen, what he's up to. Wonder how he's getting on with his addiction. Yes, I can do that, my maid. Shut up. I have a time delay on my broken knees.
Yes?
I guess nothing? No, goodbye.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
I know. We'll go see Blackwall, we'll circle around. This is, yeah. Nice enchanter. I look forward to being able to get out and, like, test it out. I liked what they did in the other games, whereas, like, as soon as you choose your specialization, you get the level up. Because at the moment, I don't have one. I don't have a point spend, so it's not like I can gain momentum and really try it out. Oh well.
I'm here.
Nope.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
So I guess in fiction, I am learning the ropes, as it were.
Glad I'm working with you.
I've seen her around all over the place. I still can't remember her name. I can't remember her fucking title now. I'm so pathetic. So fucking terrible with names. Oh, you do Ceralt infused glass now, you say? Well, that's a start. Why are you so bloody useless? Oh, there's runes though. Demon slaying rune, dragon slaying rune. Well, that's all very nice, but not too amazing. I wonder what gave you that. What gave you that boon?
Merchants, commission men.
Ooh, what the hell is this? Faris the representative.
Is that it? Human.
Speak to me.
Yes, Inquisitor. How will you choose to extend your reach today?
I don't know. What is this? Armor? Cool. Are you serious? Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. You must be the Codex guy, right? Oh, no, sweet! Inquisition power and influence, So check it out, there's the, I can buy power. Which is cool. But I don't think this is gonna grant me any extra goods and stuff like that. Why are you selling armor? That's so random. I'm selling my valuables. Deal with the rest of it later. So that's cool, that was something new. Isn't this an exciting episode, guys? It's a shame all my other trainers left. and that I lost those other stuff. It says that researching the other ones would prove beneficial, but I didn't realize I'd only have a limited amount of time to do it.
Somewhat off color today, Inquisitor?
Huh?
An excess of bile, perhaps.
Thanks.
Might I bleed you, or offer a herbal tonic?
Let me think about that one and get back to you, shall I? Alright, let's head up to the tavern and we'll finish off in there.
I'm pleased to hear it.
My companions are freaking me out somewhat. They have a habit of just being around the place, which is one thing when you load out of the area and load back in, but quite another when it's like...
What do you mean?
Like you let them out of your sight and suddenly they're just elsewhere. Oh, here we go, cutscene.
You wanted to see me?
Whoa, 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 whoa! Jesus. What is this?
Oh, I got it!
Yeah, my soul's dust. Yours is scattered all over the ground, though, so...
You okay?
Sorry, boss. I thought I might need backup. Guess I'm not even worth sending professionals for.
Jeez. You expecting them?
You knew the assassins were coming.
Little change in the guard rotation tipped me off.
Really? Why no warning?
Why didn't you tell me ahead of time?
You go through years of Ben Hasrith training to hide facial expressions when I wasn't looking?
Huh.
See? Like that. If I'd warned you were the guards, the assassins would have been tipped off.
Fair enough. Are you okay?
Are you all right?
Fine. Hurt myself worse than this fooling around in bed.
What if they used poison?
Oh, they definitely used poison. Sarcomec. Liquid form.
Great.
If I hadn't been dosing myself with the antidote, I'd be going crazy and puking my guts up right now. As it is, it stings like shit. But that's about it.
Jeez. Should we?
Are you interested in getting some payback?
Against who? The entire Ben Hasrith? Besides, this wasn't serious. Sending 2 guys with blades against me? That's not a hit. That's a formality.
Right.
Just making it clear that I'm Talva Shoth. Talva fucking Shoth.
I want to say this, but I don't want to flirt. You gonna be okay?
Are you going to be all right?
It's a knife wound, boss. I think I'll live.
It's not what I meant.
I'm fine. Thanks. Anyway, I'll get this cleaned up and let Red know what happened. Boss, whatever I miss, whatever I regret, this is where I want to be. Whenever you need an ass kicked, the Iron Bull is with you.
Well, that's a nice little conclusion. And I think that'll do nicely. You know, I'm gonna wrap up right here with the mountain view. I still have not quite found my place in SKYHOLD yet, like my favorite place. Places like this with the views, though, they come pretty close. There's always a natural gravitation for me. It's not a decision I make based on, oh, this has the greatest view of the battlement, etc. It's just somewhere where I feel right. In Dragon Age Origins, it was the little hillock in my place, in my camp. I just naturally gravitated there. Because it was slightly elevated and stuff like that, but it wasn't like it was a conscious decision that I made. That I could see everybody from up there, that everybody was kind of nearby, that I felt slightly removed, but not so removed that I felt lonely. In Dragon Age 2, it was the balcony in my home, once again, being high up helped, but also it felt like secluded, and somewhere that I could get away from everything, and not like confined like my bedroom or my study did. In here, I don't know, this whole place at the moment is kind of home, but the court is the closest thing, but that's only really because it's like a midpoint between several kind of loading areas, the war table. It's a convenient place to start the session, but it's not somewhere that I particularly like. It's kind of full of people. Anyway, I suppose time will tell. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Been a bit of a slow session, I apologise. In the next episode, I'm almost certain we're going to go and see the Western Approach. We've got a fair few things to do there, and I'm keen to explore a new area. Preferably somewhere without rain, but maybe that's just a wild fancy, who knows. Thanks, guys. See you then.